With an ankle injury. So here's the starting five. Barea, Hardaway, Finney-Smith. As for Houston, Russell Westbrook, who's been one of the best players in the NBA in the month of January in the Western Conference. And the Mavs are tonight's game available in Spanish on ESPN Deportes. Shot clock at 3 here on the opening possession. Barea drives and gets the basket. Barea scoring 50.
I mean, he had the worst shooting percentage for a month in his career at 35%. And he's got to find a way around his abilities as a one-on-one player.
And we were in Portland watching him on Wednesday, and he just didn't look right as Gordon drills a 3, and Harden's got it. Gordon had a 50-point game earlier this week, the first of his career, and he's got all 5 for the Rockets here of NBA basketball on ESPN and ABC. Celtics tomorrow night against Boston, and then Sunday will be. Harden step back 3 from the corner, and he's on the board. Named an All-Star reserve. He'll be making his 9th All-Star appearance in 12 NBA seasons. Barea to the bucket again.
This guy.
So an important stretch for the Sixers. Trying to get home court in the first round. Here's House off the behind-the-back pass from Harden, and House drills it, points and 3 assists. Harden attacking, has it blocked. Same spot for Brokoff. Different result the first 3 of the night for Dallas.
In the minutes he played prior to that leg injury, which kept him out for a bit, he was shooting the ball, so he's just got to find his rhythm.
Sweet move by Westbrook. A little hitting season in 4 years. Here he is in transition. Westbrook goes right at Finney-Smith. Count it, and a foul.
If you 14 points a game in the paint's pretty good.
And again, just the month he's had. I know there were some that thought that, Devin Booker, as Brokoff hits another one from the same spot. Trade Westbrook going to Houston. Hardaway Jr. for 3. And Dallas has the lead.
Influence of circumstance with him. But we've seen him in the last 2 games as Russell goes right to the 10 again.
Cephalosha kicks it out. McLemore, who's had a terrific month in the Boston, former 7th overall pick out of Kansas by the Kings in 2013. House with a block and a step.
Controlling the defensive backboards.
Hardaway trying to shake Austin Rivers. 3 is good for Hardaway. He was named an All-Star 2 years ago before the injury with the Knicks. McLemore again, drains it corner 3 and off right now. And Luka Doncic, the youngest All-Star starter since LeBron James, as Porzingis slams it home.
No, but this is a 20-year-old who's an All-Star starter and also supposed to play in whatever that game is called.
Rising. And that was really the first time that Rick was an assistant coach for Larry Bird. They were coaching the other team, which had Michael Jordan as Rivers.
Medium, right? Like they want to play faster without him. They're probably going to be smaller, faster without him.
Wow, another 3. Houston is 8. They get a lot of players like that. I know you got Doncic, who's a top 5 pick, as Brunson hits, and you got Porzingis.
You mentioned the offense. Without Luka today, what do you like about the flow thus far?
Well, we're trying to move it. We're trying to get pace in the game.
Boston.
Against his former team. How about Jason Tatum making the All-Star team? Wow, McLemore, how did that go in? And missed it. Westbrook 3 of 8. DeLon Wright in transition, gets a good look and drills a 3, the 5th 3. All right.
Going to wreak havoc.
I think it's going to be a good game, but I think the Chiefs will win. High-scoring game. Curry gets to the rim and lays it up. It's just nice to work with somebody as Gordon gets the basket, who, if you ask him, since the passing of Kobe Bryant, they honored not just Bryant, but all of those that lost their lives in the helicopter accident. By House to Harden, who's guarded by Justin Jackson. Harden drills a 3. That looks like Porzingis. And then Harden pokes it away, but it ends up in DeLon Wright's hands. Porzingis settles in, lets it fly, and hits a 3-pointer.
He's clearly staring at the middle of the floor, which is how they break that trap. Porzingis is just, that was easy money.
Hitting Porzingis with a small Houston lineup. Hardaway can't get it. Porzingis couldn't either. And that's just stealing down there because of 2 full years to see him and Doncic together next year as Porzingis easy rebound. This is interesting watching Porzingis is about 7'3", and then everybody else on the floor for Houston.
Yeah.
The tallest guy is like 6'5". James Harden able to hit again. So Harden out there. Harden in transition. The floater, no. His tip, though, is good. So Harden.
Curry's back on the bench. He's going to be good to go here, he says. I spoke to him personally. He says he feels good. He jammed his finger. It wasn't the wrist. It was...
Meanwhile, Porzingis with 14 points.
Get him back to the basket, right? Like invert him now because of the downsizing.
House's three is there, so... Now Porzingis has got Gordon on his hip. But Hardaway able to get to the rim. Barea lobs Porzingis, and again, that's stealing against that
Player he was in college basketball, and then he goes on to have that magnificent fourth quarter. Listen, I think he's everything we anticipated. An incredible physical night.
Right, wait till the conditioning is better, and he's able to play as many minutes as possible as Barea sneaks in there to get 2. 7-point Houston lead, and the shot clock down to 5. Gordon.
That's just good. That's good basketball. So they're doubling, right?
Jalen and Paul are there. Mike, Jeff, Mark, Lisa will have the call. Inside a minute to go here as Barea scores, and it's points for Barea. Hardaway missed it. Finney Smith offensive rebound, back up and in.
It's been a problem for Houston all year.
On court February 10th. It's a right ankle injury as Westbrook scores inside, tapping a couple threes. Westbrook does a good job to poke it away from Barea, and House swishes home a three-pointer. Less than a week ago, helicopter action in California. Westbrook penetrates and finishes, plus a foul. The other night that he a couple times has said to Russell, I just want you to be you. Don't feel like you got to come here and all of a sudden become a three-point champion. As Hardaway sent for the floor tonight, and that's about what he's shooting in the month of January. Harden with a nice play defensively. Gets the steal and slams at home. He's over 20 points, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Brokoff swishes home a 3. 9 threes now for Dallas. Tucker corner 3. He's money from there.
Just I think with Mike D'Antoni's history is I think his rotations have always felt somewhat shorter. You also have Russell and James who both want to play. Like they want.
Great in the locker room. Porzingis throws it away to House, and House takes it to the house. Short jumper is good from Porzingis, who has 21. Danson gives it up. Gordon lets it fly. Good on the 3. 15 for Houston. Shooting 50% from behind the arc. Finney Smith able to answer with a line drive that rattles home. Tonight, Harden was witnessing it. Finney Smith got it to go. The first one, I'm going to do that next game.
Yeah. Well, those are shots. I mean, listen.
Oh, man. Westbrook, hammer time. Wow. On 80s number shooting. Westbrook. Nice kick out. And House pays it off with a three-pointer. When they were both high draft picks. And now here in Houston. The latter stages of their career, Porzingis counted in 1. That ends a 7-0. A third piece, because there's going to be a lot of players who want to play with Luka Doncic, right? Nice drive and finish by Westbrook. At Staples Center, to say the least. Basket by DeLon Wright. The third, McLemore, and blocked by Kleba. Ends up in the hands of Gordon, and now Westbrook flies to the rim and gets the layup. Westbrook up to 25 points now. Foul to give here for Dallas. Westbrook, again, just too strong for Curry. Westbrook selected. DeLon Wright. Westbrook went for the steal and picked it off. Here he is in transition. Lobs it up. McLemore, one-handed finish. Clock's here at the end of the third quarter. Curry driving. Can't kiss it in. The tip, yes, on the second try by Cleveland.
You got to box out, and then whoever's left not box out, go get it.
Mike, good luck. Thank you. Guys, back to you.
All right, that's tonight's Soundbites brought to you. Huge if they could get a road win here. They're 16-6 on the road, third best in the league. DeLon Wright And a nice cut by Brunson, right with the find. Wright's a really good defender as Cauley-Stein comes over with a block on Westbrook. Curry gets free for just a second. That's all he needs. Dallas on just to the game, but Dallas has scored the last 9, 7-0 here in the quarter, but they go right to Westbrook. And
That ISO opportunity.
smart play. Here's a lob for Cauley-Stein. And again, with that smaller lineup out there, hard to defend that. Call per game. Only Damian Lillard with a higher scoring average this month. Curry for 3, good.
How about the brother-in-law?
Doc's daughter. Here's Austin against Seth. Says 2 can play at 21 points, 6 of 20 from the floor. He's got 14 rebounds and 6 assists. Westbrook driving. Kleba was better that time with the block. About this in the first half as Wright misses. Look, Devin Booker has a great case for the All-Star game, but so does Westbrook as Wright hits a 3, and so does at home can get a feel for the event there and what it's like outside the arena, inside the arena.
Cauley-Stein via metrics. Nice pass. Easy one. Does D'Antoni go with a timeout? Yes.
For 21 of the last 27 points. House blocks Curry that time, and Rivers has the ball. Drive by Harden, counted, and a foul. That's a Curry with 14 points tonight off the bench. Driving here, and Harden finds a cutting Porzingis, slams it down. And Dallas is with it. We have not seen Chandler or Hartenstein. Rivers for 3, and Austin Rivers knocks it down. Porzingis lost it, another forced turnover. Harden in the open floor, takes it himself. Timeout. Average 30 per game in the month. Westbrook's at 30 per game in the month. As Porzingis gets 2, great call out of the timeout. They'd be surrounding a top 5 pick in Porzingis. Going up against a smaller defender, banks it in against Westbrook, who's just thinking with Westbrook on him, right?
Right. He should have rocked the cradle.
Harden for 3. 5 triples. Smith, no long rebound. Porzingis, who scored the last 7 for Dallas. 2.5 to go. 7-point game. Great cut. Porzingis now with 30. Harden trying to create space. Kicks it out. They work it around to the corner. Tucker's 3. On target. That's it.
Right. They haven't been able to guard you in the post.
Hardaway instead hits a 3, and he's fouled by House. Harden drives on Finney-Smith, lost the ball, got it back though, and now Westbrook has it. Harden from the corner, and another 3 for Harden. At the start of the game, in-game, post-game. The game against the Clippers Tuesday was postponed. That was supposed to be the first
And
one.
inside the arena, I can't even imagine.
When you think about is Brunson gets the bucket. Enough time here for Dallas, and they have a timeout. Brunson blocked. Harden and Tucker both got a professional who's been a terrific role player for the Rockets over the years. They only committed 7 turnovers tonight.